What do you feel like was the difference in the game for you?
Well, I thought Bam, Trace just really gave us some energy there to get us started in the second half defensively. I thought he did a good job in the first half. His plus minus in the first half was 14. I mean, he did a tremendous job. And if you look for the game, he was plus minus 24. When he was on the court, his energy really picked us up. So I thought he and Jermaine's effort in the second half, Jermaine locked up Moody pretty good. And so I thought those two guys really gave us, a big lift defensively. Their numbers offensively went way down from 32% or 42 to 32. Only shot 1 for 5 from 3. But I thought the defensive effort of those two guys. And then we finally hit a couple threes there. We hit the last 2 of the first half and then hit 3 there. Brendan got a couple down and Bam hit one there. So really gave us a big lift.
Is that just a cramp for Brendan? Was he okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Not used to playing that many minutes. So cramped up a little bit there. But that was at a time that we kind of needed him on the floor. He'd hit a couple shots but cramped up on us.
Were you expecting Bam to be a defensive energy guy? Going to make a shot at 40 at JUCO, but that's
no. His coach raved about his defensive effort, and so we hoped he'd give us a big lift on the defensive end. Obviously, we saw the percentage and watched him shoot it, and he's off to a slow start, like a lot of our guys are here. But I thought he had pretty good looks. Other than the one he took late, I didn't like that one. But other than that, the other 2 were pretty good, I thought.
Free throws again were an issue tonight. How do you address that other than just shooting more in practice?
We shot a lot of them this week and didn't get much result for it. That's 2 games in a row that really should have been 20-point games. We got the ball to the basket hard. Our guys were driving it. We got fouled. We threw it inside and got fouled. So it's something we got to get corrected. You can't shoot 50% from the line, and have a good team, especially when, you're getting the ball in the paint and driving it at the hole. You're going to get some fouls. And, usually when you shoot 28, 29 free throws, you're in pretty good shape, and that's 2 games in a row where we got to the line quite a bit and just didn't shoot them worth a darn. So I think we only missed 1 front end. So 16 and 29, just not going to get it done.
I think they scored just 2 baskets in the last 11 minutes. Was it defensive adjustments or just guys executing better, you feel like?
Well, I thought, again, our defensive effort, Nate got a couple blocks when they got it inside. Zero, the freshman out of Oakland, was giving us a hard time with his left hand there, and we finally took some of that away. But I thought Jermaine's effort on 11, you could see they're running him off all those picks, trying to get him shots. Thought he did a tremendous job. And again, Bam's energy, he doubled the post a couple times, got a couple steals. I thought really picked us up.
What are your thoughts on Nate's performance in those final 8-9 minutes?
We went to him inside and he finished a couple plays. 2 that he missed, I know, were, he faded on. He faded a little inside, left it short. Then he faded that one in front of the bench and left it short. When he went, to the goal, nose to the goal, he finished. He looked good. He looked big. Had the same problem against Georgia when he faded. He didn't finish those. But when he went at the hole, he did a really good job. So, no, I thought his second half, offensively and defensively, really, really helped us.
Just in general with Nate, where have you seen him grow the most this year to the point where he's able to have nights like this when he's kind of the leading force of a team with Dante out?
No, he's a junior. He's with us 3 years, struggled early just with, doing things in a professional way. And I think when he injured himself last year and had to sit there 12 games and watch, I think it made him realize how much he loved the game. And I saw a big change after that. When he came off the foot injury, he got into the gym early, started getting the weight room more, had a good spring, good summer, got a little banged up in the fall, missed some workouts, and I thought that hurt him a little bit. But, you like to see guys grow up, mature a little bit, and he's all in. And again, I thought the injury last year he didn't take the game for granted. I want to be a player. I want to work. I want to make this happen. And it's happened to some other players that we've had. When you just got to sit there and watch. And the other thing about I told our guys that are hurt now, when you're sitting there and you're not getting in the game, you can actually analyze what's going on, because you're not sitting there going, am I getting in? Am I not getting in? You can actually listen to what the coaches are saying, watch the game, see if we're executing stuff, see if they're paying attention to the scouting report. And so, I think it makes a lot of players realize, I'm not as dumb as I look, and this is what we're trying to do, and this is what we're trying to accomplish. And, I really saw a change in Nate after, he had to sit out those games last year with his foot. I really thought he came back much better purpose. And again, there's no replacing getting in the gym early and leaving late and getting in the weight room extra. And his body needed that. He's stronger. He's still got a ways to go. He's still young looking. He still could get bigger, stronger. I think he's still going to grow. He's still mature and going to get bigger and stronger yet. And that'll really help him.
What did you think of the atmosphere today?
Oh, I thought the crowd was great. I thought the students were really good. I thought it really helped us. We were struggling. We were playing 8 guys and didn't have our regular rotation. But when we made a couple defensive plays and hit a couple threes there, the atmosphere really changed. When we gave them something to clap about, they did a tremendous job. So, again, it's growth. It's us getting better. And, it's November 10th, and, it's not where it should be. But, we finished. We got done what we needed to get done. Now we got to work on our free throws, work on our execution, lock into those scouting reports a little bit more, and, hopefully start getting some guys back.
With a week off, you're expecting Dante and Jesse to be back next week?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, those two will be back. I don't think Jackson will be back yet next Friday. I think we're going to, in the discussions, we want to give him as much time as we can. So I don't think he'll play next Friday, but I think Jesse and Dante will be ready.
What adjustments did you try to make tonight, knowing that Dante wasn't going to be available and in the lineup?
Well, it's a big change because, all we've talked about is, throw it inside to him, and we missed him a few times the other night against Georgia and really emphasized that. And tonight we wanted to get inside out through Nate, and at times we did a good job of that, but at times we missed him. So we got those 7-footers and they're able to score in there. You like to build it inside out. And so we did a good job with Dante against Georgia, and a better job in the second half with Nate getting the ball. We started the second half, wanting to get it in there to him. And again, I thought Nate tried to fill for Dante. And, the good thing, Nate had 4 blocks, which defensively, he 2 rebounds short of a double-double. He was 1 short. I think he had 9 rebounds, the other night against Georgia. So he's rebounding the ball, close to a double-double again. 50% from the field, 50% from 3. So a lot of positive there. 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 4 blocks. It's a pretty good line. Plus minus of 16. Other than Bam, he had the second best plus minus. So, and that's not always a big indicator of everything, but, I always look at it just to see what combinations are doing and who deserves, and when I saw Bam at a plus 14 that first half, that really caught my attention because he played 8 or 9 minutes and was a plus 14, and that was by far the best. And then he finished the game with the plus 24. So that shows you the energy that he gave us.
Do you think that playing against a smaller school or a smaller team gave Nate the opportunity to really play that true 5 and get more reps in that area?
Well, they weren't that much smaller than us inside. But I thought his post-ups were good. Like I said, I had 2 shots that he faded on in the second half. I was a little disappointed because he left them both short. But, thought he really did a good job of keeping the ball high when he caught it, not letting the little guys, double him and get it. So, no, he did a good job. And again, they weren't that small. We'll see bigger teams, but I thought his physicality was pretty good.
Yes, last question. You just turned it over just twice. Are you happy with the guard play kind of through the first 2 games in that regard?
Oh, you're never happy, but I thought Keyshawn did a better job in the second half. I really liked Jermaine's defensive effort. I know he struggled offensively, but I thought defensively he did a good job. Cario gave us a big lift getting to the rim. If he had hit his free throws, he'd have really gave us a big lift. And Brennan was solid again. Brennan did a nice job defensively in the first half, and I thought we took a step in the right direction with our guards. Shooting percentage was better than it was the first game with our guards. So, I thought we took a step in the right direction there.